I always thought it would be kind of cool if the developers added something like a witch doctor's class, but then I realized that ZeniMax probably doesn't have the patience for that. What's going on, YouTube? It is upon us. The Zenithar event has returned, and one of the neatest little features is that almost all of the ESO currencies are on sale, which means that you can buy some premium items at a 10% discount. Now, why this is big? Now, there's a couple reasons. One, if you are just someone who utilizes stuff for yourself, say you need to go out and get million gold worth of sets or whatever, you could potentially save 10% on the ESO market right now because people are able to buy a lot of these sets, a lot of these things at a discount. Now, if you're a trader, for every 1 million gold you would have made an extra 100,000 gold. That is the difference in 10%. So 10% Tel Var, 10% gold discount, 10%, so on and so forth. And we're going to go over all that today and more, including some of the houses that you can get, because for those of you who don't know, houses are also at a discount, and I think that's a pretty good point for us to start at. Now, people utilize ESO houses for a lot of different reasons. So obviously, if you're looking for some big mamma jamma for you to be able to invest in and decorate, go for it. But I personally love houses that you can use as waypoint travel points inside of major cities. And you're able to buy these houses at a discount. So you can utilize the Crown store to look at both different types of houses. And do not assume that the house that you are interested cannot be purchased with gold. All you have to do is fast travel inside it, and you are able to see what the cost is going to be. And there might be some that are achievement locked, requiring you to get a specific achievement, but that does not take away from the overall discount from them. You see that we are entering the Daggerfall Overlook, which is a beautiful house that is definitely worth investing in if you're really interested in that Daggerfall kind of castle-esque theme, but something that's not extremely overblown. You can see that this house is at a discount, so it could be a great investment for you during this event. Another neat thing for those furnishing people out there is the furnishing vendors that are inside every single ESO zone. All of their furniture pieces are going to be at a discount. Now, these are bind-on pickups, so these would be for you, but a lot of you guys might not know that every single zone in the entirety of Elder Scrolls Online has these. You can see here just above my face, Achievement Furnisher. There is one inside of every single zone, and they will also be at a discount. And what's really cool is that usually you have to do specific achievements to unlock these, so these can be some pretty exclusive furnishing items. So not only could it give you something to grind, but give you something cool to put in your house. If you're like me, you're constantly crafting bits and bobs, and if you're looking for some material, it's a great time to get it. A good little discount for you. You can also pick up some actual trait items, which can be very helpful. I, for one, did not know, for example, that you could buy things like corrodium from any vendor, so I used to buy them on the open market, which people sell on, because people buy it from there, because people don't know that you could go to a blacksmith inside of any zone and buy these from them. You might use these for styles for yourself. You likely, though, if you need a whole bunch of them like myself, you likely will be getting them because a specific furnishing plan that you're interested in unfortunately requires a lot of them, so this is a great time to stock up on them, and they'll go right in your craft bag. Another currency that is on discount is Tel Var. Now, I love Tel Var, love Tel Var Farming. So how do you turn that juicy Tel Var into profit, or how do you benefit yourself as a player? And I like to go to the Tel Var General Merchant, and the easiest, obvious answer that everyone's probably going to suggest to you is the Hajaku Ruins. Now, they're great. They go in your craft bag. Overall, love them. Pretty great. If you're on PC too, don't sleep on these parcels. You can usually make a pretty good click of money from these as well. Now, on console, where prices are significantly lower due to bots on PC and Xbox, or PlayStation and Xbox, excuse me, I don't necessarily suggest these as much. Your gold to Tel Var ratio will be worse, but if you're willing to gamble and you have a lot of space and the ability to move a lot of inventory, the most bang for your buck is actually these. For $13.50, you're going to get a piece of equipment or other such things that you can sell. And that includes things like the Jivin Tormentor, which could be a pretty good polymorph for you to have. These are actually little polymorphs. They transform you into other things. This used to be some pretty cool shit back in the day. These days, these polymorphs aren't as cool as they used to be, but that's okay. That's okay. They're still worth a lot of money. And you're basically going to get a lot of equipment. Now, there's some really good equipment that you can get, and there's some ones that might not be as good. But even if you look at this from the perspective of, you can pretty much always sell a piece of gear, even if it's just for trait value, you're really still making a good click of profit. And you're gambling for a lot of high value items versus Hajaku runes. You're really going to get that consistent return. So it's up to you, obviously. Those are really my two main suggestions. But some of the items you're going to be able to get from the Superb Imperial Reward are going to be worth upwards of $500,000, to $1 million. If you're going to be able to pull, like a powerful assault ice staff, you're going to be making a shit ton of profit. So if you like to gamble and you're okay selling some of these other sets that might be a little bit more niche, I definitely suggest the former box. If you like consistent profit, Jaku's the way to go. For those of you who know me, you know that my Discord and in my monthly videos, I go over what's selling and what you can sell, and that includes things for AP. So, makes sense that the things that you would buy on just a monthly basis to make money also are the same things that you would buy at a 10% discount. Makes a lot of sense to me. Those are, in no particular order, Affliction, Elysian's Order, Potentates, Buffer the Swift, Curse Eater, Dark Convergence, Deadly Strike, Elfbane, Ancient Grace, Hrothgar, Mars Balm, Nocturner's Ploy, Plague Break, Rallying Cry, Ravager, Transmutation, Morag Tongue, Vicious Death, and Wrath of Imperium. Now, there will be questions. Some of you will be looking at this list and thinking to yourself, Jake, some of these sets aren't good. I don't know if I would use Dark Convergence. I don't know if I would use Plague Break right now. And to my response to that is, it does not matter in the eyes of profit how good a set is, or how viable it is, or longevity-wise, what's going to happen to it. What matters is that people are buying it. And even if you are going to be able to speculate, 6 months down the road, truthfully, what really only matters is the information that people search up online. And Dark Convergence is a great example of this. People see people pulling people into black holes and then blowing up, and they go, oh, I want to do that. Is Dark Convergence a good set in my opinion? No. Do people use it and absolutely love it? Yes. Has it been nerfed like 50 bajillion times, rightfully so? Yes. So, just remember, in the eyes of profit, it matters not how viable a set is, how good a set is. What matters is basically how profitable it shall be to you when you sell it. And for me, those are Deadly, Dark Convergence, Elfbane, Ancient Grace, Plague Break, and honestly, Potentates is a pretty decent one. Vicious Death is a pretty decent one. Transmutation's pretty decent as well. So, for your AP, focus on those bad boys. And finally, there's actually another currency that you guys are going to be getting. Now, it's not discounted, but you're going to be getting a whole lot of it from your boxes. In fact, the Zenithar event, actually, one of the videos I made on it was how to spend your key fragments, and it was one of the best videos that I ever did because nobody ever knew what to do with these bad boys. And so for the key that we just looked at, you guys are going to be able to take those to a couple different places. My suggestion is either to use the Imperial City Prison Dungeon or the White Gold Tower Dungeon. And you might think, well, Jake, how do I determine which one I want to go to? And the answer actually is relatively straightforward. Go to your sets, go to DLC Dungeons, and just see which one you would rather roll for. The Imperial City Prison has a really good set called Leeching. I think it's a really good PvP set. If you think that this set would interest you, or you're interested in like the Scathing Mage set or some of these other sets from this specific dungeon, the chest that you open with your Imperial City keys will open that. So you can use those key fragments to open those. Now, White Gold Tower obviously also has some pretty decent sets too. Personally, I think Spell Power Cure is probably the best one. But there's, the other ones are not too shabby as well. So, what are some other keys that you're going to be getting? Well, each one of these little Rapscallion zones also has keys. You have the ability to get these keys as well. The Ethereal Trophy Key, the Clawed Trophy Key, and so on and so on and so on. You will be able to roll for those in addition to the key fragments. My suggestion, key fragments, take to the dungeon. Now, the actual keys that you get to, say, for the planar armory trophy vault, you're going to have to use it there. The nice thing is if you have like 10 keys, for example, you can still open that vault 10 times. You just keep opening the chest 10 times. You don't have to sit there and reopen the door, reload, or do anything like that. You don't worry about that. And you're going to be able to get some Imperial City items. Unfortunately, nothing you really get from these districts is going to be all that exciting. Personally, I just prefer being able to go into the trophy vaults inside the dungeons, which won't require you to kill any mobs, so you don't have to queue in. You can just teleport in as a solo person, so please don't feel like you have to get a group up just to go to this dungeon. And then you're going to be able to roll for items, and you're going to be rolling for purples, which means that you can get purple jewelry this way. That's a really great way to get those items, and it's a non-curated drop, which means that if you already have a ring, you still have a chance to get another ring without unlocking all of the other items first. So highly suggest that that's how you guys spend your vault keys, but that's going to be the end of the currency that you guys are going to be getting. But in my opinion, I absolutely love this event for what it does to currency from a trading perspective, from the ability to get specific items and furnishing things that you might want to get at a discount, or items that you might want to sell onwards, or if you wanted to get some PvE items such as what's in these dungeons here. Overall, I just think that it's a really great event to utilize when it comes to currency exchanges. And you know what they say about currency exchanges? Money. And don't forget to open those pouches too, because there's a chance that you could get 100,000 Tel Var, and that is crazy to me, because on Xbox, that's probably about equivalent to almost 500,000 gold, and on PC, that's even more. So, let me know what you guys think about the comments in the comments below. Comments in the comments below. Let me know what you think down there, because we're doing our 3 giveaway drawings, 1 random comment, 1 random subscriber, and then a random word will be flashed upon a random video throughout the month of July. And if you're the first person to comment it, you will be that 3rd giveaway winner. So, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.
So just a brief kind of quick overview of what we're working on right now. We're going to be doing a video on the #1 way to farm the Zenithar event. That'll be Saturday. Sunday, hopefully, I'll get a chance to finish my more long-term project, which is the mid-game player guide. But no promises, just because I feel like every time I have the information I want to present in that video, it just feels like there's more I want to continue to include. So thank you guys for being patient with me on that. I also did not expect the Zenithar event to start this week. I was hoping that I would have this week to kind of finish up that video, do some more small projects, but we're really cranking out these other videos right now just due to it being event specific. So let me know what you guys are thinking and any future content ideas in the comments below. I'll see you then. Peace.